If you are in your advanced age, stop doing these 7 things right now. Have you ever wondered if some of the habits you've developed over the years could be silently undermining your quality of life? As we get older, certain behaviors that seemed harmless in the past might be draining our energy, affecting our relationships, and keeping us from living fully. But what if I told you that breaking free from just a few of these habits could significantly improve your emotional well being, your health, and even your happiness? In today's video, we're revealing 7 critical things you need to stop doing right now to take back control of your life. Each one of these habits could be holding you back in ways you never imagined, from how we interact with others to the way we view our physical and emotional health. These 7 points will empower you to make the most of your golden years. Stay with us until the end, because by stopping these behaviors today, you'll not only add more years to your life, but also more life to your years, full of wisdom, autonomy, and real fulfillment. Whether it's regaining your voice, reconnecting with the people around you, or rediscovering the joy of life's simple pleasures, every step we cover will help you unlock a richer, more satisfying future. Don't miss out. Your best years might just be ahead of you. If you are not subscribed, I recommend subscribing and activating the notification bell so you don't miss any videos. Your support means a lot to me, and if you enjoyed this video, you can help me continue spreading these valuable lessons by liking and sharing it. If you like the topic of this video, please comment 1. If you don't, please comment 0 to let me know how I can improve and make better videos for you. Now, let's begin. Prepare yourself because what you're about to hear could change everything. We're going to dive deep into the 7 things you need to stop doing right now. These behaviors, often done unconsciously, are slowly, surely draining your energy, stealing your peace, and perhaps most tragically, distancing you from a life of true fulfillment and happiness. This isn't just about making small changes. This is about taking back control of your life, your emotions, and your future. It's time to stop going through the motions and start living with intention. The first thing you need to stop doing immediately is accepting everything people say without questioning it. Think about it. How often do you find yourself nodding in agreement just to avoid conflict? How often do you silence your thoughts and feelings because you don't want to rock the boat? It happens to so many of us, especially as we get older. Somewhere along the way, we've been conditioned to believe that keeping the peace means staying quiet, agreeing with others, and not making a fuss. But here's the painful truth. Every time you agree with something you don't truly believe in, every time you say yes when your heart is screaming no, you're chipping away at your self-worth. You're giving away a piece of yourself little by little until one day you might wake up and not even recognize who you are anymore. You might think that going along with others is a way to avoid unnecessary drama or stress, but in reality, you are losing something far more valuable: your voice. When you stop questioning, when you stop standing up for what you believe in, you're allowing others to dictate how you should live. You're giving them the power to make decisions for you, whether they realize it or not, and that is a slow and painful way to lose your sense of autonomy, your sense of identity. I've seen it time and time again. People think that as they get older, their opinions don't matter as much, that their decisions are less significant, but that is so far from the truth. The wisdom and experience you've accumulated over the years are invaluable. They give you a unique perspective, a depth of understanding that younger generations simply don't have. Why should you, of all people, silence yourself when you carry a lifetime of lessons within you? Think about all the times you've wanted to say something but didn't, the times you disagreed but chose to remain quiet to keep the peace. The truth is, by doing that, you're not just keeping peace with others, you're losing peace within yourself. You deserve to be heard. You deserve to have a say in your own life. Don't let anyone make you feel like your voice doesn't matter. It matters more than ever because it comes from a place of deep experience and hard-earned wisdom. When you stop questioning and start blindly agreeing with others, you weaken your ability to defend yourself and make independent choices. Over time, this can lead to feelings of helplessness, as though life is just happening to you rather than for you. It's time to break that cycle. It's time to reclaim your voice, trust your judgment, and make decisions based on your values and beliefs, not someone else's. The second thing you need to stop doing is isolating yourself socially. I understand that as we age, the temptation to retreat can feel overwhelming. It might seem easier to stay home, to avoid social gatherings, to slowly let friendships fade away. The energy it takes to maintain relationships or meet new people can feel exhausting. But here's the harsh truth: isolation is a thief. It robs you of connection, of joy, of the very essence of what it means to be alive. If you are still watching this video and find these lessons useful, please comment one below to let me know that you are still here with me. Loneliness is not just an emotional experience, it's a physical one. Studies show that prolonged isolation can lead to serious health problems, including an increased risk of heart disease, depression, and even cognitive decline. The human brain is wired for connection. We are social beings meant to share our lives with others, to exchange ideas, to laugh, to cry, to feel together. When you cut yourself off from the world, you're doing more than just avoiding social discomfort. You're depriving your mind and body of the nourishment it needs to thrive. I know it can feel easier to withdraw, especially when energy levels are lower or when it feels like you don't have as much in common with others as you once did. But the truth is, you do have something to offer. So much. Your life experiences, your stories, your wisdom, these are treasures that others need to hear. Don't underestimate the power of connection, even if it's just a simple conversation over a cup of coffee or a phone call with an old friend. When you isolate yourself, loneliness begins to creep in. And loneliness is like a slow poison, eroding not just your emotional well-being, but your physical health too. It seeps into every aspect of your life, often without you even realizing it. At first, it's just a quiet feeling of being alone, but over time, it can turn into a deep, aching sadness, a sense that something essential is missing from your life. But here's the good news. It's never too late to reconnect. It's never too late to reach out to those around you, whether it's family, old friends, or even new people you meet along the way. Don't wait for others to come to you. Be proactive in nurturing those relationships that bring you joy. Step out of your comfort zone, even if it's just a little at first. Attend that social gathering you've been avoiding. Pick up the phone and call someone you haven't spoken to in a while. You'd be surprised how much better you'll feel when you open yourself up to connection again. Remember, it's not about being surrounded by people all the time. It's about having meaningful interactions that enrich your life. Whether it's a close conversation with a friend, joining a community group, or simply being more present with the people you already know, connection is vital to your well-being. Don't let isolation steal that from you. You deserve to feel connected, valued, and seen. Reach out, reconnect, and let yourself be a part of the world again. You might just find that the joy, peace, and fulfillment you've been searching for are closer than you think. You might feel like it's harder to make new connections at your age, or perhaps your friends have moved away, grown distant, or are no longer around. These feelings of isolation can easily creep in, making you believe that a solitary life is your only option now. But nothing could be further from the truth. There are still countless ways to stay connected and rediscover the beauty of human interaction. You don't have to give in to the loneliness or settle for days spent alone, whether it's through joining a community group, signing up for a recreational class, picking up a hobby, or even embracing technology to keep in touch with loved ones across distances. The opportunities are there, waiting for you to take them. Every single interaction, no matter how small it may seem, brings immense benefits to your heart, mind, and spirit. These moments of connection, laughter, and shared stories nourish your soul in ways you may not even realize. They remind you that you are part of something larger, that your life still has so much to offer, and that you are still valued. So if you found yourself avoiding people or skipping out on social activities because it feels like too much effort or you feel disconnected, it's time to stop. Human interaction is one of the true secrets to aging gracefully, to living with joy and purpose, even in later years. Don't let the false comfort of isolation drown out the laughter, conversations, and warmth that are waiting for you. You deserve that, and the world deserves to hear your stories and wisdom. Now, let's talk about the third thing you need to stop doing: neglecting your physical health because you think it's too late to make a difference. This mindset is one of the most dangerous and disheartening traps we fall into as we age. It's easy to believe that since your body has been through so much, or that since you're not as young and strong as you used to be, it doesn't matter anymore. Maybe you've convinced yourself that exercise won't change anything, that eating healthier is pointless, or that those doctor appointments you keep postponing aren't that important. But let me tell you, this couldn't be further from the truth. It doesn't matter if you're in your 60s, 70s, or even 80s, it is never too late to start taking care of your body. Small, intentional changes can still make an enormous difference in your quality of life. Every little bit of effort counts. A short walk around the block, some gentle stretches, or even simple balance exercises can drastically improve your mobility and reduce the risk of falls. These aren't just meaningless routines. They are steps toward maintaining your independence and toward feeling stronger and more capable. Don't underestimate the power of these small acts of self-care. They are life-changing. What you eat also plays a pivotal role in how you feel day to day. A nutritious diet filled with whole foods and plenty of water can provide you with energy you didn't realize you were missing. It can help stave off chronic diseases that become more prevalent in later life, like diabetes, hypertension, and heart disease. Imagine how much better your days could feel if you had more energy, fewer aches and pains, and the knowledge that you're giving your body the fuel it needs to function at its best, even in this stage of life. But here's the kicker. Taking care of your physical health doesn't just affect your body, it has a profound impact on your emotional well-being too. When you prioritize your health, you're telling yourself that you matter. You're reminding yourself that you still have so much to live for, so many moments to enjoy. The better your body feels, the more active and engaged your mind becomes. You'll notice your self-esteem rising and your outlook on life becoming more positive. You'll feel more capable, more confident, more alive, and who wouldn't want that? This is not about trying to reverse time or pretend you're younger than you are. It's about honoring the incredible vessel that has carried you through life and giving it the care and attention it deserves. It's about making the most of the years you have ahead by ensuring they are filled with vitality, energy, and a sense of well-being. When you take care of your physical health, you're investing in your future, a future where you can continue to enjoy the activities, experiences, and relationships that bring meaning to your life. So stop telling yourself that it's too late, that there's no point. Every small action you take toward better health, whether it's an extra walk, a balanced meal, or a long overdue doctor visit, brings you closer to a life filled with more joy, more freedom, and more time to savor the things that truly matter. Your health is a gift, one that you can still nurture no matter what stage of life you're in. Don't give up on yourself now. There's so much more to experience, and you deserve to be at your best for it. The fourth thing you must stop doing is living in the past and allowing the memories of old times to overshadow your present. It's so natural to reminisce about the important moments of your life, to hold on to the people you once knew, the places you've been, and the choices that shaped who you are today. But here's the thing, while memories are precious, they can also become chains, holding you back from fully experiencing the beauty and potential of right now. Living solely in your memories, no matter how sweet they are, keeps you locked in a place that no longer exists. And the tragedy is, it blinds you to the joys, opportunities, and experiences that are still waiting for you. As we grow older, many of us fall into the belief that our best days are behind us and that the excitement of life has already passed. You might find yourself thinking about the people you used to know, the things you wish you'd done differently, or even the opportunities you missed. Regret can be a powerful force that clouds the present, making it seem less vibrant in comparison to the past. But this kind of thinking is so limiting. and it's robbing you of the possibility to create new moments of happiness and fulfillment. The past is gone, and while it's important to honor it, it should not define your present. If you are still watching this video and find these lessons useful, please comment below to let me know that you are still here with me. The truth is, the present moment is all we ever truly have. What you do with the time you have right now matters more than anything that has come before. Yes, you can't change the past, none of us can, but you can decide how to live today. You can choose to make the most of every sunrise, every conversation, and every opportunity that presents itself. When you allow yourself to be stuck in the past, you're essentially saying no to the future, to the beautiful unknown possibilities that still lie ahead. This isn't the end of the road for you. It's a new chapter, one that's brimming with potential if you're willing to turn the page. You might believe that because you're in an older stage of life, there are no more chances for adventure, excitement, or growth. But that's such a mistaken perception. Life continues to offer its gifts no matter your age, but you have to be open to receiving them. Whether it's by trying out a new hobby, learning a skill you've always been curious about, or even reaching out to form new friendships, every day brings an opportunity for growth and joy. It's never too late to start a new story, one filled with the things that bring you peace and happiness. But you must leave the past where it belongs, in your memories, without letting it control your present. Remember, the best could still be ahead of you if you allow it. Now let's talk about the fifth thing you need to stop doing: sacrificing your happiness and well-being for others. I understand that for many, this behavior feels noble, even necessary, especially if you've spent your life in the role of caretaker, putting others first because you felt it was your responsibility. You might believe that your worth is tied to how much you can give, how many people you can make happy, or how selflessly you can serve your family, your friends, or your community. But let me tell you something, and it's a hard truth. When you constantly put everyone else's needs before your own, you start losing yourself in the process. And worse, sometimes the very people you're sacrificing for don't even appreciate the depth of what you've given up. You've probably spent years, if not decades, caring for others, whether it was your children, grandchildren, spouse, or other family members. You've poured your energy into making sure everyone else is okay. You've set aside your dreams, ignored your health, and postponed your happiness, always with the thought that one day you'll get to focus on yourself. But now that day has come, and it's time to realize that your happiness matters just as much as anyone else's. You've earned it. Here's the harsh reality. When you continuously sacrifice yourself for others, there comes a point when people start to take it for granted. They become so accustomed to your willingness to help, to give, to set your own needs aside, that they stop seeing the incredible toll it takes on you. And what's worse, over time, they may even begin to expect it. This isn't because they don't care about you, but because you've trained them to believe that your needs don't come first. And that's a dangerous place to be. You deserve to put yourself first, to prioritize your well-being, and to live the life you've always wanted. It's not selfish to care for yourself. It's necessary. You cannot pour from an empty cup, and after all these years of giving, your cup might be dangerously close to empty. The truth is, you have every right to pursue your happiness, to take care of your health, and to spend time doing the things that bring you joy. Whether that means saying no more often, setting boundaries with those who rely on you, or carving out time just for yourself, you must start making yourself a priority. You've spent your whole life giving. Now it's time to give something to yourself, the permission to be happy. Take that trip you've always wanted to take. Spend time nurturing your hobbies and passions. Let yourself rest without feeling guilty. You are not a machine built to serve others endlessly. You are a human being worthy of care, love, and happiness. And it's time to stop putting everyone else's happiness above your own. So stop sacrificing yourself for others. You've done enough. Now it's time to turn some of that love, care, and attention inward, because you deserve a life filled with joy, peace, and the freedom to live on your terms. Don't wait for permission, give it to yourself today. But now, in your advanced stage, it's time to face a difficult, sometimes uncomfortable reality. enough is enough with nullifying yourself just to please others. This might sound controversial, even unsettling, but the harsh truth is this. While you've spent your days sacrificing, bending over backward to help those around you, the people you've given so much to might be living their lives without a second thought, carrying on as usual without making the slightest effort to reciprocate or ease your burden. It's a painful realization, isn't it? For years, you've been the steady rock, the caregiver, the person who says yes when everyone else says no. But what many people don't want to admit, what you might not want to admit, is that over time, this cycle of constant sacrifice can breed something unexpected: resentment. It starts as a whisper, then grows louder as you begin to see the truth. After all the years you've given to others, after the countless acts of kindness and care, the recognition and support you quietly hoped for hasn't come. The appreciation you deserve, the love you've poured into others, has not been returned in the way you imagined. And here's the kicker. If you continue down this road of endless self-sacrifice, not only will you be renouncing your happiness, but you'll also find yourself completely drained, both physically and emotionally. The exhaustion will creep in like a slow fog until one day you wake up and wonder, what about me? When do I get to live for myself? It's time to break this cycle for your sake and no one else's. It's not selfish to put yourself first. In fact, it's the most essential act of self-love you can give. You can and you should prioritize your own needs, because in the end, who is going to take care of you if not yourself? Let those around you take on their responsibilities. Stop carrying the weight of the world on your shoulders. It's time to take care of you because no one can do it better than you can. Now let's talk about the sixth thing you need to stop doing: ignoring your own physical and emotional limits because you're afraid of seeming weak or incapable. There's this deep-rooted belief, especially as we get older, that admitting you can no longer do certain things means you're somehow giving in to aging. By saying "I can't" or "I need help," you're revealing some kind of failure, as if acknowledging your limits means you're losing your vitality or strength. But this mentality is not only untrue, it's dangerous. Refusing to acknowledge your limits is what can truly harm you. Trying to push yourself to do everything you once did, whether it's lifting heavy objects, keeping up with the same hectic pace, or ignoring the signs of emotional and physical fatigue, is asking for trouble. Your body and your mind are not the same as they were when you were 30, 40, or even 50 years old, and that's okay. It's normal. Time passes for everyone, and ignoring that reality is one of the biggest mistakes you can make. Think about it. How many people have you known who pushed themselves too far only to end up with serious injuries or health issues that could have been avoided? How many people refused to admit they were tired or in pain or just couldn't handle something on their own and paid the price for it? It happens far too often. The truth is, the greatest strength you can show is not in pretending you're invincible. It's in knowing when to take a step back, when to ask for help, and when to say, "I've done enough." The reality is that trying to live as though you're still in your younger years, whether it's physically pushing your body beyond its limits or ignoring emotional stress, can lead to serious consequences. Your body may be sending you signals that it's time to slow down, to rest, to take better care of yourself. But if you keep ignoring those signals, the price you'll pay could be far greater than you realize. Aging is not about giving up. It's about adjusting, evolving, and embracing the changes that come with time. It's about honoring the body that has carried you through so many years and giving it the care it deserves. It's about understanding that wisdom comes from knowing your limits, not pretending they don't exist. By recognizing your physical and emotional boundaries, you protect yourself, and more than that, you give yourself the chance to live a healthier, more balanced life. There is no shame in saying, "I need to take it easy," or "I can't do this on my own." It's a sign of wisdom and maturity to recognize when it's time to slow down. So stop pushing yourself to be the person you were 20 or 30 years ago. Embrace who you are now with all the experiences, knowledge, and resilience that have come with time. You've earned the right to live at your own pace, to take care of yourself, and to enjoy life without constantly pushing your limits. It's time to let go of the fear of appearing weak and embrace the strength of knowing your boundaries. You're not losing anything by admitting your limits. You're gaining the freedom to live more fully and healthfully. So take a deep breath, permit yourself to rest, and remember, your worth isn't tied to what you can do physically. It's tied to the incredible person you've become over the years, and no amount of slowing down can ever change that. This doesn't mean you should stop doing the things you love, but it's crucial to adapt those activities to the current reality of your body and mind. Knowing your limits is not a sign of weakness, but rather a mark of true wisdom. It takes strength and courage to admit that certain things may no longer be right for you, and that's perfectly okay. Saying no or realizing that this is no longer for me is not a loss. It's an act of self-care, a profound way to honor your body and emotional well-being. By understanding and respecting these boundaries, you not only prevent accidents and complications, but also preserve your precious energy for the things that truly matter to you, the things that bring you joy and fulfillment. Now let's move to the seventh thing you must stop doing: avoiding sexual relationships because you think you've passed the age for it or that it's simply no longer for you. This is one of the biggest myths surrounding older age, and it's time to shatter it once and for all. Sexuality has no expiration date, and the idea that desire somehow fades as you get older is simply not true. Sex and intimacy can continue to be a vital part of your life at any stage, including later in life. Many people unfortunately neglect this part of their lives due to shame, fear, or the assumption that they no longer qualify for it. But let me tell you, nothing could be further from the truth. The fact is, when approached with a healthy mindset, sexual intimacy remains a powerful source of pleasure, emotional connection, and physical well-being at any age. Sadly, one of the major barriers preventing many older adults from embracing their sexuality is both social and internalized prejudice. Society has conditioned us to believe that sex is something exclusively reserved for the young, as though it were a privilege that diminishes or disappears with age. But this is a lie, one that robs so many people of an important, fulfilling part of life. In reality, intimacy in older age can be even more meaningful. As the years go by, physical closeness takes on a deeper value that goes beyond the act itself. It becomes about connection, touch, and emotional bonding, all of which are essential to maintaining a high quality of life. Sexual intimacy is not just about physical pleasure, it's about feeling close to someone, about sharing an experience that brings you joy, warmth, and comfort as you age. These elements become even more precious as they enrich both your body and spirit. Another factor that often deters older adults from maintaining a sexual relationship is the concern about performance or the natural physical changes the body undergoes with age. It's completely normal for the body to change over time, and these changes may affect how you experience physical intimacy. But let me reassure you, these changes don't mean the end of pleasure or intimacy. On the contrary, with age comes wisdom, and with wisdom comes a deeper understanding of what makes you feel good, what you want, and how you can communicate those desires with a partner. Many older adults find that they can explore their sexuality with more freedom and less pressure as they age. The unrealistic expectations of youth about performance, appearances, and doing it right begin to fall away. What remains is a more relaxed, comfortable approach to intimacy that allows for deeper satisfaction. It's no longer about impressing anyone or living up to someone else's standards. It's about enjoying the experience, about being present in the moment with your partner, and about sharing an act of love, trust, and connection. The key is to adapt to the new realities of your body and find what works for you. Perhaps things don't work exactly the way they did when you were younger, but that doesn't mean you can't still enjoy a rich, satisfying sexual life. It's about exploring new ways to maintain intimacy, about letting go of the old standards and finding what makes you feel good now, Whether that's through more communication with your partner, trying different methods of connection, or simply embracing the emotional side of intimacy, the possibilities are endless. The most important thing to remember is that your sexuality is yours. It's not something that disappears with age. It is and always will be a part of who you are. And no matter how old you are, you deserve to experience love, pleasure, and connection. There's no right age for intimacy, and there's certainly no age limit on desire. So stop believing the myth that you've aged out of this part of life. Embrace your sexuality with the same wisdom and confidence that comes with age, and you'll find that it can continue to bring joy, fulfillment, and meaning to your life, no matter what stage you're in. Additionally, the benefits of sex in older age go far beyond the immediate pleasure it provides. Research consistently shows that maintaining an active sexual life can greatly enhance your overall health and well-being. It's not just about the emotional connection. The physical act of sex has tangible, long-lasting benefits for your body and mind. For instance, studies indicate that regular sexual activity can improve mental health, strengthen the immune system, and even reduce the risk of heart disease. How amazing is that? By simply engaging in intimacy, you're giving your body a boost in resilience and vitality. During sex, your body releases a wonderful cocktail of hormones like endorphins and oxytocin, commonly known as the feel-good hormones. These chemicals play a significant role in lifting your mood, relieving stress, and contributing to an overall sense of well-being. Oxytocin, in particular, is often referred to as the love hormone, as it fosters feelings of closeness and bonding with your partner. This means that by avoiding sex, you might be missing out on one of your greatest natural allies for maintaining your physical and emotional health. The relaxation and happiness that follow sexual intimacy can ripple throughout your day-to-day life, leaving you with more energy and a more positive outlook. But it's crucial to remember that there's no one-size-fits-all. When it comes to your sexuality, especially in older age, each person's journey is unique, and there is no universal rule about what your sexual life should look like as you grow older. The most important thing is that you feel comfortable and satisfied with your choices. If sexual desire is still a part of your life, and for many people it very much is, don't let age or societal prejudice convince you otherwise. You have every right to explore and enjoy this part of your life just as much now as you did when you were younger. If you are still watching this video and find these lessons useful, please comment 3 below to let me know that you are still here with me. If you feel unsure or hesitant, take the time to seek out information, have open conversations with your partner, and if necessary, consult with a healthcare professional. There are many resources and options available to help you navigate the physical changes that may come with age while still maintaining a satisfying and active sexual life. Remember, this is a vital part of who you are, and it should continue to be a source of joy, comfort, and satisfaction no matter your age. Life doesn't stop, and the pleasures of life, whether emotional, intellectual, or physical, don't have to stop either. As we've now reached the end of this discussion, it's important to reflect on the habits we've talked about. These are habits that for years may have seemed harmless or perhaps even necessary, but in your advanced age, they can become obstacles to a full and happy life. The truth is, this stage of life is not about slowing down or giving up. It's about embracing a new kind of freedom, a new phase filled with opportunities to live richly and wisely. By stopping these 7 things right now, you can begin the journey of taking back control of your life. You can rediscover the power of living with intention, making choices that prioritize your happiness, well-being, and autonomy. Aging is not the answer. It's a new chapter, a time to be lived with wisdom, self-care, and above all, pleasure. Whether it's the joy of a deep conversation, the satisfaction of learning something new, or the comfort of intimacy, this stage of life holds immense potential for fulfillment. So, embrace it. Take these lessons to heart and let this time in your life be as full, joyful, and rich as you deserve. As we come to the end of this video, I hope you found value in the insights we shared about how to embrace life more fully as you age. These 7 habits, if left unchecked, can hold you back from living a truly joyful and fulfilling life. Now it's time to take what you've learned and apply it to your journey. What has resonated with you the most? Take a moment to reflect. What's one thing you've learned today that you'll start putting into practice? We'd love to hear from you, so please share your thoughts in the comments below. Remember, it's never too late to reclaim your happiness and live with more purpose, wisdom, and pleasure. If you enjoyed this video, please leave your comment below, and don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to our YouTube channel for more content that helps you live your best life. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you in the next video.